Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be a collaboration with my friend KISSANDMAKEUP0514, Tanya, so don't forget to show her some love. Hey girl! So what's up you guys? I'm going to be using the Calming Primer from Cover FX. This is going to help calm down my breakout. You can't see it, but I can definitely see it, and I've been hating it. So I'm just going to use that to calm down my skin. It has like treatments in it, so it's just gonna really help calm down the redness and everything like that. I'm gonna go in with my SEPHORA collection new foundation. It's like, I forgot what it's called, but it's so similar to the Nude Miracle from Lancome. Such a runny, lightweight foundation that gives you impeccable coverage. Oh my god, this was like what, like not even one full pump. It's just like a couple of drops, like 3 drops, and it covers everything. I've been doing my foundation really light and then building up and covering up dark spots with my concealer, so my foundation doesn't look as heavy. And then I do set with a powder, so that's going to give me a little bit more coverage that I do want. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this one is in NW35. I use that to cover up my dark spots. I'm going to use a color corrector. This is Bobbi Brown's Peach. This one helps so much because, girl, I do not sleep. I be editing up all night. I be on Instagram. I be on Pinterest. Y'all know this. But, yeah, so that's why I need the corrector now. And I found it really does help and makes a difference, so I don't mind. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And I'm doing it a little extra right on my jawbones, just because, like right above, just because it's going to give me a little bit more of a contoured look. I'm going to go in with my eyebrows. Oh, that's the e.l.f. blush kit. I love that too. But I'm going into my eyebrows with my usual eyebrow gel. I tried to go back to pencil, but it didn't work for me. So I think I'm just going to stick with this little brow pomade type thing. This is from MAC. It's not an Anastasia, it's from MAC. MAC is my favorite because I love the color that it has. It's deep dark brunette. I find it works the best for me. I'm not really into the Anastasia shades. I'm sorry. I know, I'm crazy, right? But I'm doing that with a Morphe brush. And the Morphe eyeshadow, the dual-ended, the spoolie, and the eyeshadow brush is just, the eyebrow brush is just so good. Oh my god, I love it. I love using it. So I went ahead and I filmed that. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that Pro Longwear Concealer because that's going to give me really good coverage for underneath my eyes as well. And I also have started using it as a primer for my eyelids because it's an awesome primer. So I'm going to go ahead and carve out my eyebrows with that product. As you will see here, go ahead and do the bottom first and then the top. I've actually found a little bit more of a shading technique on the front of my brow because one of my brows, I don't know, my brows are really weird, but I feel like if I shade it a little bit higher on that same brow that I'm doing right there, just like so, it just gives it a more even look. So if you feel like you are having that issue, just kind of shade a little bit on top of the hair and it'll kind of make it look a little bit better. I'm using the Flawless Concealer brush from e.l.f. to blend everything out. This has actually become one of my favorite brushes to use, again, for blending out concealer. I used to use it on my clients a little while ago, and myself as well, but I stopped after I got the Beauty Blender. But then I found it again, and I was just like, girl, why did you ever stop using this? It really does buff everything in, makes it very smooth, makes it very like precise, so you're not getting anything dirty, and it's a brush, and you can easily put it on your eyelids like I'm doing right here and blend everything out. So I thought that was pretty cool. Doing the highlight and everything, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia contour kit. This is the original one. I'm going to go in with Havana because that's the color I like to use. It's not too red or not too brown and muddy, so I like it. I think it's perfect for me. I'm doing that right in the middle of the highlight that I did and on my temples. I know it's kind of backwards, but sometimes I do that and it doesn't really make a big like, oh my god, you're not supposed to do that. I go in with Java because it's really good to use a kind of a grayish toned shade to get that really natural looking contour, because if you look at our regular face and our regular contour lines, like our shadows on our face are gray. They're not like whatever different type of color. So that's what I did. I blended out with the one brush from Becca, which is awesome. It's just like one swipe and you're just all blended. It's crazy. I'm using the Sephora Collection Cream Blush. I forgot the name. I'll have it in the video, of course. but I'm using that with a stipple brush from e.l.f., which is cool. This is number 13 from Morphe. I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my lid that I already primed with the MAC concealer. I'm just going to really buff that into my lid, concentrating it more on the crease area and a little bit higher as a transition. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I love this shade. I love starting out with this shade first and then going on to whatever it is because it gives me that really nice warmth. I'm going to use Dare from Colourpop because I've been loving these Colourpop colors, especially for spring. They're very light, but you can really build them up, and I think the best way to use it is with your finger, actually. I really like that. This one is, I believe, number 59 from Morphe, and it is gorgeous. I'm putting that right into the crease area, and I'm just going to blend that back and forth right in the crease. I'm really concentrating on the ends and just kind of using whatever is left after I really put in the ends to bring it in forward. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And now I'm going to go ahead and blend that out and blend it up a little bit. I'm really concentrating it, and now I'm going to go back in with this brush right here, which is amazing. This is also a Morphe brush. I think it's a Morphe brush. I'm not sure if it's a Morphe brush or like a 217, but either way, they're dupes for each other. I'll have that listed down below as well. I'm just gonna hold my eye a little bit and hold it taut, so it really, really does help with that blending process because it gives it something really good to go just back and forth and not like in all different things. You know what I mean? It just helps it better when you pull your eye a little bit. Not too much. You don't want to cause any stretching or wrinkles or whatever it is. I know some people are very, very picky about that. You can even use another brush if you'd like. You don't want to use your fingers, but it's up to you. Now I'm just going to go ahead again and blend that out with that same brush we applied first with the brown shade, the transition shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. And we're going to clean up the ends of that in a little bit, but I just want to get everything on there. I'm going in with a different shade. I'm not sure if this is Makeup Geek. Of course, everything will be listed down below. I'm putting that right directly into the crease area because I really want the ends to be dark, but not everything else to be dark. It's not even dark, just a little bit more defined. So I'm going to go ahead and use that, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. So just like so, and really you just want to blend and add on and build when you're doing a look like this. I'm going in with Vanilla as a highlight shade from Anastasia Contour Kit, and my brush broke. I was confused. So I'm going to go in with concealer, the same MAC Pro Longwear, and I'm going to clean up that edge. You see how easy that was? Like, you don't need tape, you don't need a credit card, you don't need a freaking library book, like, to do it. Just use some concealer and it will be fine. So I'm going to go back in with that reddish shade, cranberry color, whatever it is, that I used first, and I'm going to smudge that right underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to use the dark purple shade as well, just right on the edges, and you'll see that I used the INGLOT liner. And look at this, I wanted to show you this. I did that and I tried to smudge it out, and it went really dark that I did not want. So this is a trick. If you do that, you do it really, really dark underneath your eyes, whether it's with your regular eyeliner or with shadow, whatever the case is, put some concealer right underneath your eyes. The Maybelline one does not crease or give you that weird thing. It just adds a really nice highlight underneath your eyes. That's why I like it so much. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And what you do is you just kind of blend it back and forth right underneath that like really dark part that you did. And it's going to kind of erase it. Concealer acts as an eraser. So you don't need a makeup wipe. You don't need to take your whole face off. Just do that, and then you can go ahead and put back in some color. I'm putting back in the reddish shade, and that's what I did. Now I'm going to go in a little bit more on top with Dare to redefine it, and then I'm going to go in with Animal in the inner corners. I'm going to put a little bit of a shimmery shade on top of that later. You don't see it in here, but that's what I do. I went ahead and I applied some falsies, and now I'm putting mascara on the falsies to kind of blend them together with my real lashes, and then of course this is what it looks like. And I did, of course, go ahead back in, blend out, add a little bit more. You really just gotta build and play with your eyes. And then I did mascara underneath my lash line as well, which is very, very important. So that is what that looks like. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more blush because I'm a blush person and this blush is not giving me life right now. So I did that as a base. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 4-piece, the 4-piece little brush set. I actually did I customize this one? I'm not too sure. But I have both of them and I kind of switch up the colors. So I'm just using a really light pink shade on my cheeks. And I'm just blending that in. Now I'm going in with the Argan Illuminator from Josie Maran. I usually add this into my foundation, but I decided not to and just use it as a highlight shade itself. And it was really, really nice. I really liked it. It didn't break on my makeup or anything crazy. So I really liked it, but I did like a powder on top because I wanted more of a shimmery finish. And I used Exclusive Event Perfectly Poised from a MAC collection. It's a little bit old, but any rose gold shade is really good to do. And I like to do it down my nose, a little bit above my brows, and on my chin area. That's what really gives me that nice dewy look in pictures. Okay, so now onto lips. I'm using a Kiko liner. I don't know what this one is. I'll have it down below. But I'm lining my lips with that. And then I'm going to go ahead in with Dominique from NARS. This is a NARS exclusive or a NARS boutique exclusive. You can find it on the website or at a NARS boutique, not at Sephora. So this is what you can do. You can also do a pink lip if you want to kind of complement it. I was just feeling real purple. I'm going to set it with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys do enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I did use the NARS Dominique. I really, really do enjoy this color, but right on top of it, I did put on some of the LA Girl lip tint in Koi. That's just right on top. So you do want something a little bit brighter, a little bit more glossy, definitely go ahead and use that. But if you kind of want to leave it a little bit more simple, definitely stick with the Dominique. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And please don't forget to check out my friend's channel. I will have all of her links down below that you guys can find super duper easily by clicking down below in the description bar. I have a lot of information down there. It's usually what I do for the most part. So please don't forget to check out there and all of my videos to see a little bit of an extra on things that I have to say, things that I left out in the video, just other opinions of mine in the description below. So don't forget to do that. And I will talk to you guys in another video. See you later. Bye.